Man, yo, just uh, just finishing watching the freestyle that Jay just dropped, man. That was hard. I really like that joint. I like that. You know, um, hip hop is definitely it's definitely lit. You know, for this month, for real, because it's been a little dry the past few months, but yo, hip hop is definitely lit right now. I ain't gonna lie. That was definitely dope. So I definitely say, yo, for real, a lot of this energy that you know he that he's coming with right now, I really feel like, yo, he should have came with this a lot sooner. For real. But I'm glad that he's dropping. That Hove is back dropping again, and I really feel like, yo, this album that he coming out with is definitely about to be fire. For real. Um, Drake's album was fire. Drake's album is hard. I'm still listening to that. I'm loving that. My favorite track on Drake's new album is the Bees on the Table joint. I can relate to that heavy. I can relate to that heavy for real, for real. Bees on the table. You know what I mean? But yeah, uh, I'm really liking Hove's response, man, to all of this stuff, man. Cause yo, he dissed Oschino. I like Oschino, yo. I like Oschino. He dissed Oschino. He dissed Nicki Minaj in that freestyle. He dissed Tory Lanez and his father, right? Dame Dash. Um, there was the other guy, Tony, the lawyer, Tony Busby. I don't know if I'm saying that right. You know what I mean? Um, who else did he diss in his joint? You know, he and I ain't gonna say he dissed him so much as just responding to a lot of stuff that's been said, rightfully so. You know, Hov don't really talk too much when he do these interviews. He get to do them. I will say this though, the Oschino diss is very interesting. I'm very interested to see what Oschino has to say about that because my thing is right. I know that we know that Jay is real cool with Mrs. Bleak, and that's his brother type, right? Um, I think is this because Oskino's going at um, Bleak, or is this going? Is it because he's been talking about Jay and the kid or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So to say, the whatever that case was, that case got dropped too, with the kid. The dude said he was supposed to be the son. Um, it's gonna be interesting to see what Bleak has to say. But the Nicki Minaj joint was real. Whew, that was Jay. Oh, he said something about yo, he can't even pick up their kids, and her husband can't even pick up their kids, and all that. I was like, some shit. But you know, that was ill. That was crazy. Hove is a Hove. Gloves is off. Gloves is off with him. But I'm gonna tell you straight up though. Your man really, what really is to me interesting is he just did the interview with GQ talking about beef. You know, hey, look, man. I don't think it's above anybody, Hove. I don't think that beef shit and all of that, you know, with hip hop, I don't think it's above anybody, man. This is an art form, bro. You know, you giving us something to talk about. You know, you giving us something to feed on. You know what I'm saying? Streets is dead right now in terms of like good music, good content, energy and stuff. So like this is really, I feel like this is definitely an interjection of content back into the culture for a little second. You know what I'm saying? We still need to be dropping good music and high frequency music. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, though, you know, we love hip hop for what it is and what it always been. We grew up on these dudes, Hove, Oskino, Drake and Nicki Minaj, they came a little later in my late teens, early 20s. That's when they sort of came out. Um, and I've always fucked with Drake too since he came out. My favorite all-time Drake song, like I always tell people, my favorite all-time Drake song is that Successful joint with him and Trey Songz. I love that joint. I bump that joint all the time, real talk. But Drake, one of my favorite artists. Jay, one of my favorite artists. I like Oschino stuff. I like some Nicki Minaj stuff. And I definitely love Dame too. Real talk. But this is hip hop and love it though. Holla back.